I figure if I'm going to talk about an album that is from 1991, 16th of April 1991 to be exact, I'd stick on a jacket from 1988. My grunge uniform, for want of a better term. And yeah, it's an original. A supergroup. Chris Cornell, Eddie Vedder, Eddie Vedder? Eddie Vedder, it's his nickname, it's what his wife calls him. Mike McCready, Cameron, Stone Gossard, Jeff Ament. That's a supergroup. That's the lead singer of Soundgarden. That's the lead singer of Pearl Jam. That's two of the guitarists from Pearl Jam, the drummer from Pearl Jam eventually, and the bassist from Pearl Jam. But this is before Pearl Jam was Pearl Jam. This is before the project actually came to life. This is this album. Temple of the Dog, with the little holographic front. This is Temple of the Dog. This is from 91. This band came about because the lead singer of Mother Love Bone died. And for people that were in Mother Love Bone, mainly Gossard and Ament, Jeff Ament, to get over their grief of losing such a amazing lead singer, and they got together and created this Temple of the Dog. Chris Cornell was Andrew Wood's roommate, so he took it pretty fucking hard as well. So you got three people that are in grief, and then you're pulling in the rest of what would become Pearl Jam to make essentially a tribute album to Andrew Wood, and this is that album. Say Hello to Heaven, Reach Down, Hungerstrike, Pushing Forward Back, Call Me a Dog, Times of Trouble, Wooden Jesus, Your Saviour, Four Walled World, and All Night Thing. That's the tracks. Hungerstrike being the standout track that everyone knows. Like, Chris Cornell wrote all of the lyrics to this album. And Eddie Vedder is backup vocals on this album. Yeah. Backup. Again, this is before Pearl Jam was actually a thing. This was in the top 100 albums of 1992, and actually realistically, I didn't research it, but I know it's going to be in the top 500 rock albums of all time because it's a no-brainer. There's a bunch of knockoffs from this, but you can get it. It's $34.99 for the single. The double, which is this one because it's a double sleeve, is basically $50. Get it from a legitimate store. If you are buying it from Discogs, look around because there are a bunch of knockoffs, there are a bunch of bootlegs kicking around, and your record store is not going to be selling the bootleg of this album. I think this is actually this is actually a reissue, but I can't remember which one it is. I've got two versions of this. I've got the standard single and I've got this one, and my standard single one does not have the holographic, because it doesn't have the little holographic thing on it. It doesn't have the shiny front. There's a lot of different versions to this. This is an album that was born out of grief, out of the love of life for one of their fellow artists, Andrew Wood. It's well worth a listen. It is a classic grunge album from 1991. If you've got the time and you're a big Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, all of these guys have been in so many massive bands over the years and different projects. If you're a fan and you've not heard it, pick it up, give it a listen. For $35, it's a good time.